Have you ever noticed how one small moment can change your whole day? One sharp comment, one cold look, or a single rude word, and suddenly your heart feels heavy. Your mind becomes a noisy room, and you lose control of your emotions. It happens to all of us. But here's the truth many people never learn. We are not hurt by what happens. We are poisoned by how we react. The one who controls his reaction controls the moment. The one who stays calm inside wins the situation outside. Today's story will show you how to walk through any storm with quiet strength. Stay with me until the very end because I will share a simple daily practice, a silent ritual to rinse away the emotional darkness you carry in your heart. Let us begin. Once upon a time, in a city of high stone walls and gray shadows, there lived a man named Kaelen. He was strong in his hands, a master of his craft, but his soul was in constant friction. Kaelen reacted to everything. If someone spoke harshly, he answered with fire. If someone pushed him in the street, he felt the tension lock in his jaw and the heat rise in his chest. If someone insulted him, he swallowed the insult and let it sit in his spirit for days. People said he was an angry man. But in truth, he was only tired. Tired of the bitter taste that followed him everywhere. Every time someone hurt him, Kaelen imagined it as a drop of dark ink. Without noticing, he caught that drop and let it fall into a crystal cup he carried in his mind. But the stain was not just in the cup. It spread through his very body. His shoulders became tight, pulled up toward his ears. His breath became shallow and fast. He no longer noticed the vibrant colors of the sunrise. Even the golden morning light felt dull and heavy on his skin. His world felt gray, even on the brightest days of summer. One cold morning, Kaelen decided to leave the city. "I need clarity," he whispered to the empty walls of his house. "I need to find where the light went." He began climbing the steep, winding path toward the great plateau. The road was quiet. The sky was a pale, frozen blue, stretching forever above the peaks. Birds rested on thin, silver branches, watching him pass. But the cup in Kaelen's heart was so full of old shadows that his very muscles felt like lead. He wasn't tired from the climb, he was tired from the ghosts of yesterday. After some time, he noticed another traveler coming down the path. It was an old woman, a weaver, carrying a simple bundle of silk on a rope. Her face was calm, and her movements were fluid, as if she moved in harmony with the wind itself. When the weaver reached Kaelen, she stopped. Kaelen sighed, the sound coming from deep. Kaelen sighed, the sound coming from deep in his lungs. "I am filled with the bitterness of this world, Mother. It has stained me, and I cannot find the way back to the light." The weaver looked at him with eyes like clear, deep water. "Bitterness? And why do you keep it, my son?" Kaelen looked down at the dust on his boots. "I don't know. I only know that when someone hurts me, I feel I must hold it. I swallow it so I don't forget the pain." The weaver smiled softly, a look of pure compassion. She took a small vial of deep black ink from the folds of her robe. "Look," she said. She dropped one single drop into a bowl of clear mountain water. The ink curled like dark smoke, twisting and turning until the purity of the water was gone, replaced by a murky gray cloud. "The one who hurt you is like this vial," she whispered. He threw his words and walked away. His vial is empty now. He is free to walk in the sun, but you are the one holding the bowl. You chose to catch the ink. You chose to let it spread through your veins and cloud your vision. Your reaction is your burden, my son, not their action. You are the one poisoning your own water long after they have gone. These words struck Kaelen like a quiet thunder, echoing in the silence of the mountains. He felt the tightness in his chest and finally realized the truth. For years, he had been the faithful guardian of everyone else's poison. He had been protecting the very thing that was killing his joy. Quote 5, Kaelen whispered, his voice trembling. The weaver pointed to the dry earth at his feet. Quote 6. Kaelen's hands shook as he closed his eyes. In his mind, he slowly tilted that heavy inner cup. He imagined the old arguments, the shames of the past, and the cold words of strangers pouring out of him, sinking deep into the mountain soil. As the ink left his spirit, the tension in his jaw vanished. His shoulders dropped. His breath became deep, sweet, and easy. The world seemed to sharpen the colors, rushing back into the trees and the stones. For the first time in years, he looked up at the sky and truly saw its infinite depth. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Kaelen returned to the city, but he was a different man. He practiced rinsing a cup every time someone tried to stain it. When a merchant was rude, Kaelen paused and took a single breath and let the ink fall to the ground. He didn't catch it, he didn't drink it, he remained clear. Now let me share the practice I promised you, something simple you can use every single night. Tonight, before you sleep, sit in silence for 1 minute. Place your hand on your chest and feel the steady rhythm of your heart. Think of one heavy moment from today. Just one. Imagine it as a drop of dark ink clouding your inner water. Then whisper softly to yourself, "This ink is not mine. I release it." Imagine tipping that cup over. See the darkness leave you, settling into the earth where it belongs. Visualize the water in your heart becoming crystal clear again, reflecting the stars. Do this every night. It will lighten your spirit. It will clear your mind. Peace does not come from others. Peace begins the moment you decide to keep your cup clean. Walk lightly, react wisely, and remember, your reaction is your power. If this helped you, share it with a friend. Subscribe to stay on this path of peace. Walk lightly, react wisely, and remember, your reaction is your power.